Water, that very British thing, water. It brings out everything romantic that you can find in the British heart. Water, we're an island race, and naturally we're at our best at the water's edge. For see what water inspires us to take instead of a suburban home. Which of us wouldn't be tempted to swap or build a temple? Not many of us live on the water's actual exciting fringe, but how many of us wish we did? Unusual, yes, but understandable to all of us, this enviable Thameside life that so many swan watchers have managed to contrive, recreating all the two-element pleasure that turned us into the aquatic adventurers we're famed to be. Though here, in the upper river, land meets water which is placid enough by anyone's reckoning. But see the Thames here. See water where it's the Queen's Highway, threading our great metropolis as that other highway, the M1 motorway, divides and threads the countryside. Check the difference and see what your imagination has to say about this highway that steers our thoughts back to the reality and the history that water has put into our hearts. Tower Bridge reminds us of our rich heritage, which is, because water as well as solid land comes into it, far less cut and dried than one might think. Just ponder on the Cutty Sark and all she stands for, ditched though she is. See our swashbuckling character. Prepare yourself for modern-day piracy, having seen how water affects even the changing London scene. Just consider how the seafaring obstinacy of this sailor race of ours reacts to resistance in the 20th century. See how mutiny comes about in the age of bounty. Piracy, that's what's happening here, with the connivance of almost every teenager in southeast England at any rate. We're bound for Radio Caroline, the pirate ship that for over a year has given pop music to something like 20 million listeners, as their advertising sales staff claim. Radio Caroline, believe it or not, this is the broadcasting station afloat. The pirate station in the North Sea, just comfortably anchored in international waters 3.5 miles off Frinton. The 8 disc jockeys work a week's stint out here and then get a week's holiday. And the same applies to the 10-man crew, who are all Dutch.
This is Radio Caroline on 199, Britain's first.
At the present moment, their revenue is running at £15,000 a week, which means they're paid something over £7 for every pop record they play. There's just a 10-kilowatt transmitter pumping the music out, but millions of kids have learnt to say, "I love Caroline" on 199, and they lap it up from 6 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. The disc jockeys have got themselves fan clubs out of the job that the Postmaster General is trying to stop. They've got a hard day's night every evening scripting their programs, even if each day's offering sounds very much the same. Roll on the next week's holiday. Roll on the next disc. Captain Peter Clocker studies his charts out of sheer habit. It's the first time he's skippered a ship that has nowhere to go, and time hangs heavy just making sure she's riding 51 degrees 47 minutes north to 1 degree 19 minutes east. Chess is the best way to make you forget how slowly the clock seems to crawl. You can't say life's exciting aboard a pirate ship.
Here's a group with high hopes at that #1 spot in the charts. It's the Unit 4+2 with Concrete and Clay, the number that you can hear them singing on their film debut in Pathé Pictorial, the world's top screen magazine that puts you